Hi, and welcome, hi.
So, let us begin. Some people have been asking me to explain what I'll be doing within the next 10 years of my life. Specifically, this woman right here.
You're despicable.
Anyways, without further ado, here we go. First thing for 2023, seeing how I'm a junior in high school, I'm going to start looking into colleges and seeing all those beautiful, great places that I want to apply to. Secondly, for 2023, I plan to go see New York and see all its beautiful sights like the Statue of Liberty and Central Park, all that good stuff. Lastly, for 2023, I would love to get back into stop motion. And yes, I know it takes a lot of time and effort, but the finished product can look so nice. And who wouldn't want to do something that looks this cool?
Megatron, 3 o'clock.
Wheeljack, now's the time to use your shock mine trap.
Right on.
Let's create a diversion. Approaching target. Locked in.
Steady. Locked. Prowl, now get the hell out of there. You can't shake them off. We're on it.
They are planning an attack on Megatron. Stop them.
And now we move on to 2024. First thing I'm doing for 2024, I'm going to vote for Trump. You see, the Patriots planted the seed. Trump will be just expanding on them. I know many of you won't get that reference, but for those who do, you're a legend. And then secondly for 2024, the usual, graduate high school. And you can't forget the boys. And then lastly, of course, starting college, leaving high school, the usual. And now we're at 2025. I want to become a master at driving. I want to be so good at it, I can get out of any situation, nothing phases me, and I look cool while doing it.
Wait a second, Daryl. McQueen is in the wreckage.
There's no way the rookie can make it through. Not in one piece, that is.
This is me. I think it's apparent I need to rethink my life a little bit.
The second thing I want to do is make my first real animation. I want to kind of have something kind of cool, flashy, almost like anime style. Just something I'll feel proud of. And for the last thing, something that's going to be constantly happening is the fact I'm going to be hating the fact that I'm 19. Because, I mean, 19 is just such a weird number. I mean, look at it. Disgusting. In 2026, I want to go to Japan. You know, see the sights, the culture, the history. Because I really love Japan. Mainly for anime. But the other stuff as well. However, for 2026, I'll have to start looking into a real full-time job. I'll probably look into like gaming companies or the film industry. Something along those lines. And then lastly, I want to learn how money works. Because there's so many terms and conditions that you need to learn and figure out. Taxes, finances, insurance. I mean, the list goes on. It's too much, honestly. And so begins 2027. First thing for 2027, I'm gonna start finding a place to live on my own. I'll probably be looking into some nice, clean apartments on apartments.com. Secondly, I would love to learn how to speak German. I mean, if I'm gonna take over the world, I mean, help the world, I probably should learn German. Because to me, European languages seem so intense, it's almost funny. I mean, for example, like, have you ever just seen, like, a Russian speaking in their language very calmly? It just sounds so intense. They never sound calm. I can be so intimidating. Lastly, for 2027, I'm going to start a new era. I'm going to turn on light theme on everything I have. Literally blinding myself. And so we go into 2028 blind. Okay, so 2028 is going to be my year of risk-taking. One of the first things I'm going to go do is skydiving for the first time. Feel the thrill, feel the wind, just experiencing the moment.
Autobots, I'm in pursuit.
Secondly, I'm going to try surfing for the first time. I know I'm probably going to wipe out on multiple occasions, but hey, you know, it's a year of risk. You gotta take what you can take and try what you can try. And surprisingly, this is also the year where I'll be graduating from college and finally finishing school for my whole entire life.
Spartan.
And now here we are at 2029. With school now over, I will finally be moving out of my parents' house and now living officially on my own. Secondly, I'm now going to be starting real work in the real world and getting paid real money. Now, I'm the kind of person who wants to let nature take its course, but I would like to find a relationship within sometime around 2029. But hey, it could be later, who knows? And now we move into the new decade, 2030, which may or may not have another pandemic on its hands. First thing for 2030, I'm gonna finally watch Spirited Away, see what all the hype was about, even though it's probably died out by this time.
I'm see-through!
Don't be afraid. I'm Master Haku.
No!
I just want to help you.
No!
in worlds seen and unseen, where spirits are transformed and sorcerers rule.
The witch Ibaba controls you by stealing your name. If you completely forget it, you'll never find your way home.
Your name belongs to me now.
Secondly, something I really hope that will happen in 2030 is that I create my own original superhero, whatever kind of just some type of genre that's just able to like take off and branch in multiple ways like the Transformers does. Maybe like make it have multiple comics, shows, TV series, just to make like some big company brand that can be my legacy almost. Something that can continue on even though I am already gone. And it doesn't exactly have to be like Transformers, but in the sense of it can expand like Transformers. Because I mean, look at all these different shows and TV shows and movies that Transformers has. I mean, you're not even seeing all of them in these clips right here. But nonetheless, my point still stands. Just take a look for yourself.
The battlefield has shifted. The Autobots and Decepticons are racing through space to face the greatest evil the Transformers have ever encountered.
Autobots! Decepticons! Transformers, robots in disguise! Transformers! Transformers!
Now we move on to 2031. This will be a year of relaxation and nothing intense whatsoever. Just peace and calmness. And now we're at the end of the road, 2032. Okay, so the first thing I want to do on this 10-year anniversary is get my dream car, that beautiful Camaro. Secondly, this would be the year I would love to get married. And then lastly, end the year off by getting a job promotion, making the whole year feel amazing. Alright, that's all guys. That's my life in 10 years.
Go home, folks.